Ohio. Along with my partner, Pete Norman, I'm Ron Hamilton. Dale Mosier back in the studios in Worcester. Happy to have you with us here tonight for a Division V regional semifinal matchup between Norwayne and the defending Division III state champion squad from Lutheran East. And Pete, before we delve into this matchup specifically, an absolutely loaded regional here this year at Canton.
Yeah, that's for sure. Canton Central Catholic, Richmond Heights, they play the late game, and everybody's been talking from day one when they saw which teams fell into which divisions. It's all been Lutheran East versus Richmond Heights in this regional final. That being said, they got to beat Norwayne. Norwayne's not going to roll over for them either.
Well, Lutheran East comes in 21-4. Two-time defending state champions, and they also won it back in 21 and 17. Norwayne knows them well. This is the third time in 5 seasons they've met Lutheran East in the regional. Norwayne has had another great year under 18th-year head coach Brian West.
Yeah, West does it each and every year, and by the end of the year, they're playing really, really good. When you look at their numbers, they're very similar. They score 68 on offense, give up 39 defensively. Lutheran East 69 and 51. But the balance for Norwayne has carried them all season long. 4 double-figure scores.
Well, another Wayne County Athletic League title, unbeaten in the league, 23-2 coming into the matchup here tonight. Initial break, we'll come back and hear coach's comments up next.
Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home, and farm.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
To rid your home or property of pesky infestations, you want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Pre-game continues here at the Fieldhouse. Talking with us now, Lutheran East head coach Sam Liggins. Coach, first off, congratulations. Winning's not easy. I know some people from the outside look and say, oh, you've won a lot of state titles. Sustained excellence is a hard thing to do, and you've done it year in and year out, and you're back here again in the Sweet 16.
Yes, what you said is true. Winning is not easy. It's actually a blessing. You can't take it for granted. Our program, our coaches, our players, they come every day to work hard. We have a goal every single year, and we understand it's not easy to achieve that goal, but we just put our head down and we work towards it every single day.
Well, to have that sustained excellence, you've got to have a program put in place. And this year, maybe more than ever, needed it. You guys are young. Not a lot of, no seniors and a lot of freshmen on this team. So, you've got to have that in place where they know the culture.
Yep, yeah, that's true. The previous years, we just, in the preseason, we just got to the ground running. This year was a little bit different. You find yourself teaching the basic fundamentals all over again. You got to get them adjusted to just what it's like to be a student athlete in itself. So, it takes time and it's a process. I'm just glad that we were able to put it together quick enough to where we get back to this moment.
You mentioned that. Do you like that as a coach? I'm sure it's a little bit more difficult, but do you like breaking things down and building it up from the bottom?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why you coach. You coach to build, you coach to challenge yourself. The entire process in itself is what is rewarding for us coaches who really love the game.
Loaded regional. You've got Richmond Heights and Canton Central Catholic in the second game. Norwayne here tonight. You've seen them twice before in the regionals. From what you've seen on tape or maybe in person during the tournament, your thoughts on them and the challenges that they bring?
Well, Coach West is a great coach. I mean, we are very familiar with him. He runs a great program. His kids are disciplined. His kids play extremely hard. They won't beat themselves, so we got to be sharp. We got to be disciplined and ready to execute.
Coach, again, congratulations on another great year. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on Honda-certified pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at germainhondaofcollegehills.com.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
Watch your money grow.
Seeking financial peace of mind? If financial uncertainty has left you weary, relief is at hand. At Star Strategies, we prioritize the safety of your money to provide the peace of mind you deserve.
Join us for a delicious dinner at the Greystone Event Center in Worcester Thursday, March 20th at 6:30. Reserve your spot by calling 330-345-5207 or go online at starstrategies.com. Come and see for yourself why Star Strategies was voted #1 for financial services in the 2024 People's Choice Awards.
Pregame continues here at the Fieldhouse tonight as we get set for Norwayne and Lutheran East ahead of their regional semifinal. Coach Brian West talking with us now. And Coach, first and foremost, congratulations. You've got a good team, and you knew coming in, but you had good teams the last 2 years. So it's not a foregone conclusion and not something you should take for granted to get to the Sweet 16. So I'm sure it's something that you and the kids have relished.
Absolutely. When I took over 18 years ago, that was my goal, was to coach a game in the Fieldhouse. And if it wasn't for COVID, this would be my 5th now, but obviously 4 with COVID. But it's something we knew going into the year that we had a chance. We had a lot of kids back from last year's team, a lot of experience. This group's been together for a long time. They know each other inside and out. Very competitive group. So, and then take those senior leaders, and then you mix in Braylon Arnold and kids and Ryder Ingold and kids like that. It's a special group, but obviously you got to take care of business. You got to stay focused. You got to stay healthy. And there's a lot of luck involved, and we were lucky to stay healthy. But, it's a special group. We were hoping to be here, and here we are, and we know we have our hands full.
Well, a big game, so we can go a little bit longer on our interviews than we usually do, Coach, and I won't keep you too long. But you mentioned your 18 years, and when I talk to Mike Breckenridge every summer, I'll say, how's the Wayne County Athletic League going to be in football this year? And usually the first thing he says is, well, Norwayne's going to be good. And from Kevin Maltridge, what he built, and then Joe Harbour and Adam Indorf obviously has carried it on. You've done the same thing with basketball, because the same thing happens in the fall. I'll say, how's the Wayne County Athletic League look? And the first thing he says is, well, Norwayne's going to be good. So many times you see, okay, they've got a good class.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lamb Pride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
To rid your home or property of pesky infestations, you want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
It's 3 other very, very good teams. We're just fortunate to be a part of it. We're going to do our part tonight to compete. Wherever the chips fall, they fall. But I think we have a group of kids this year that they're not intimidated. I think they're ready to get after it, and I think it's going to be a good game.
Well, final thing, Coach. 3rd time in 5 years you've met up with Lutheran East in the regional. How does that help you as far as a mental preparation for the kids? And then, as far as comparing this team to the other teams, is there a big difference, or are they comparable to the other 2 you faced?
I think there's definitely similarities. Obviously, the big kids inside over the years they've had. Obviously, TJ Crumble this year. I think it's a better matchup for us this year. As far as the guards, I think size-wise, they're across the board a little bigger than we are, but I think skill-wise we match up a lot better this year. I don't think we're going to sit back and hope they miss this year is kind of our approach this week. I thought the previous 2 times we played them, we sat back and thought, man, if they don't miss, we have a chance. And obviously they made shots. I think tonight you're going to be able to see that we're going to get out pressure a little bit more. I think we're going to trap a little bit more. We're not going to completely change who we are. I think as far as the tempo, we're still going to get it out and go. I think we can have some success in transition. But I think defensively we're going to be a lot more aggressive.
Ryan, as always, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right,
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at germainhondaofcollegehills.com.
Lutheran East in this regional semifinal, and Pete's got a look at our starting lineups.
Ron, thank you very much. Starting lineups brought to you by your friends at Hobron Insurance in Millersburg. Do you have rental properties? Hobron Insurance has great rates on rental properties through great companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance. Give them a call, 330-674-9091, or online at hobroninsurance.com. Visiting team on the scoreboard, Lutheran East. They come in averaging 69 offensively. They give up 51 defensively, coached by Sam Liggins. They're 21-4 on the year. They will start as follows. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore averaging just under 10 points a game, Chris Hill. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore averaging 10.4 points a game, Tyrone Harrison. At guard, a 6'2 freshman averaging 14.1 points a game, Dylan Ziegler. Also the forwards, a 6'5 junior averaging 7.8 points a game, Ocho Davis. And a 6'8 junior, he's a good one, folks, averaging 23.7 points, 7 rebounds a game, TJ Crumble. Your home team, the 23-2 Norwayne Bobcats, coached by Brian West, your WCAL champs at 14-0. They'll start as follows. At guard, a 5'9 senior, averaging 10.3 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals, Parker Metzger. Also a 6'1 senior, averaging 15.9 points, Braden West. A 6'1 senior guard, averaging 16.1 points, 6 rebounds, Tyson Hess. The forward, 6'3 senior, averaging 3.5 points a game, Connor Priatle. And also a 6'3 sophomore forward, averaging 10.2 points and 5 rebounds a game, Braylon Arnold. Those are your starting lineups. They're brought to you by Hobron Insurance in Millersburg.
All right, Pete, thank you very much. Starting lineups just about done as both teams are out on the floor. Norwayne, the home team, with the white tops and bottoms, the familiar red numbers and letters, and the gray trim. Lutheran East has the black tops and bottoms trimmed in white and blue, and then kind of in almost a gold number and letter font on the tops of the jerseys. The Lou across the top in script in gold, and then gold numbers and letters. We mentioned two-time defending state champions in Division III. Here we are tonight in a Division V regional semifinal as Arnold and Crumble center circle to jump. And the opening tip is controlled in the backcourt by Lutheran East, which will go right to left on your radio dial here in this opening half of basketball. Lutheran East 21-4, and a steal of the basketball right away out top by Tyson Hess. Into the front court comes Norwayne. West, top of the key, passed up a 3 from out top, and instead gives it off to Metzger. Backdoor cut off the glass, up and in on the baseline from Tyson Hess. So 2-0 Norwayne off of the turnover. And a little trap out top by Norwayne. That's Dylan Ziegler bringing the ball up the floor, lost it. Far sideline in front of the Norwayne bench, but the official says poked away, and Lutheran East will keep.
Good look by Norwayne that time. I know Lou was not expecting that press.
Both of these teams averaging nearly 70 per game on the year, 69 for Lutheran East, 68 for Norwayne, and they continue to trap the basketball. And here's Crumble. Passes down low, Ziegler goes up for the shot and forces it over 2 defenders to tie us up at 2. 7:10 to play here in the opening quarter. Parker Metzger, 8 assists per ball game to go along with 10 points and 5 rebounds for Norwayne. And out with the basketball, Priatle. Back to Metzger. Left wing double team trap, needs help. Fights his way through it, somehow gets it off to Arnold. Arnold passes it through the key, nearly stolen away, but West gets the deflection. West right of the key, now to Metzger. Baseline, cut off there. Pass into the lane, tipped back to Metzger. Lob inside. Hess goes up, and he's fouled on the attempt. Well, they'll tag Ziegler that time, Lutheran East, as Hess will head to the line. And Pete, Coach West mentioned it. The one thing Norwayne out of the gate being aggressive here in this opening quarter of play.
Another thing that I like, Metzger was really double-teamed hard. Years past, he would have lost his mind and probably thrown that one away. He kept his cool, stepped through that double team. Norwayne keeps their cool. They're going to be able to have some opportunities against Lutheran East. It's that simple.
Tyson Hess, just a 59% free throw shooter on the year, but he hits the first of his 2. So he's got all 3 of Norwayne's points. Second free throw is up, and he hit that one as well. So 4-2 Norwayne, 6.5 to go opening quarter. Full court pressure by Norwayne, and to save the possession, Chris Hill bounced it off of Braylon Arnold's leg out of bounds as soon as he caught the ball. A double team trap. So Norwayne aggressive on both ends of the floor here to start. And can they break the press? Lutheran East does. Into the front court. Here's Ziegler. Drives to Hill. Line, lane, left hand blocked. Nice block by Arnold of Norwayne out of the pack, the Bobcats. But then Hill, nearly a steal from behind. Ball on the deck. And we get a tie up. And Norwayne will keep with the arrow. Reminder, at the end of our game tonight, Pete and I will select our Illusion Screen Printing Player of the Game. Illusion Screen Printing. Find out more at illusionscreenprinting.com. Offers made to order for gifts for 1 to 1,000. Here's a 3 from West, left it short. Metzger, though, the rebound. Hess, baseline drive, down low, off the glass, up and in. So Tyson Hess, 16 per game coming in. He's got 6, and it's a 6-2 Norwayne lead. 5:56 to play here in the opening quarter.
And a 5-second count on the inbound. How about that?
So turnover Lutheran East, and back to Norwayne in a great opening 3 minutes for the locals. So Braylon Arnold will inbound, baseline to Metzger. Left corner, back to Arnold. Got it poked away, gets it back. And now Priatle between the circles. Metzger on the drive, all alone, and he laid it in with a right hand. First 2 for Metzger, it's 8-2 Norwayne. And a turnover, Lutheran East. Dylan Ziegler stepped on the near sideline as he came up the backcourt. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take the break. Norwayne faithful, happy about the start. 5:40 mark, first quarter. It's 8-2 Norwayne, back in 30 seconds.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
Well, back here at Canton, great start, 8-2 Norwayne. 5:40 to go here in this opening quarter, and they've got the basketball to boot after another Lutheran East turnover. Tyson Hess will inbound, near sideline, lobs into the backcourt to Metzger. Metzger over the timeline to Arnold. He'll put it on the deck, left elbow, and between the circles now, Priatle. Priatle picks up his dribble, lobs to West, timeline. Spins around his defender, Hill, lost it. Ball on the deck, but Hess right there for Norwayne. And then we're going to get a tie-up, and the arrow this time will give it to Lutheran East.
Yeah, you saw an amped-up defense out of the timeout for Lutheran East that time.
Mentioned these two teams have met twice before in the regionals. In 2022, Lutheran East won 58-45 in the semis. A year before that, 2021 in the regional finals, it was Lutheran East 74-55. As on a baseline drive from Hill, ball gets poked out of bounds by Norwayne. This overall is the 5th regional appearance for Norwayne under Coach West in his 18 years. Inbound pass goes to Crumble. Down low, and he got tied up. Great job that time by Priatle to tie up Crumble. Lutheran East's best player low on the block, and the arrow to Norwayne.
4th turnover on Lutheran East.
So pressure in the backcourt for Lutheran East. In the man-to-man, Ziegler guarding the ball. That's Hess. He lost it, got it back. Into the front court, Metzger. Right wing, dribbles, and now swings out top to West. West, the big three threat for Norwayne. Here's Metzger to West. A long look at a three, and he got it. West first points of the night. It's 11-2 Norwayne over the defending state champs. Here's Lutheran East at the other end. Left wing with the basketball, DJ Jenkins, the 6'3 sophomore. Norwayne in a 2-3 zone, forcing Lutheran East to maybe take some shots from the perimeter. They'll be patient and try to find a lane. Ziegler with the basketball, left wing, into the lane and now into the right corner. Here's a three, that's off the mark. The miss by Harrison, and Norwayne the rebound, but a steal in the backcourt by Lutheran East. Harrison come away with the basketball after missing on the three a moment ago. Here's Chris Hill, high out top, around a screen from Crumble that doesn't develop, and then we get a palming call on Lutheran East, turnover number 5, and back over to Norwayne.
Just about everything that has needed to happen in this game for Norwayne to have a shot is happening in this first quarter.
3:53 to go first quarter. It's 11-2 Norwayne. Here's Metzger, and he traveled. Little hop as he went to pass it, and turnover Norwayne. Talking about the regionals, 2022 and 2021, Norwayne lost to Lutheran East. They were in the regionals in 2020, fell to Warrensville Heights. And then 2014 lost to Ursuline as down low, Crumble goes up for an easy layup, his first two of the game. It's 11-4 Norwayne. Here's Norwayne in the front court with the basketball. Metzger between the circles. Metzger dribbles to the right wing and now gives it off to Dylan Smith. Smith right of the key, and he threw it away. Stolen, a run out at the other end. Crumble, a layup, count the bucket and the foul. A 2-on-1 break. Crumble finished and drew the contact, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play. And Lutheran East within 5.
Yeah, and the Lou's doing it with their defense, not necessarily with their offense. Their defense has been their best offense so far.
So Braden West gets the foul as he tried to stop the points in transition. First of the night for him, first for Norwayne as Crumble misses the free throw, and the rebound to Norwayne, that's Tyson Hess. Metzger over the timeline. Little pitch and catch out top between him and Hess. Now back to Metzger, center circle, guarded by Ziegler. Man-to-man defense. Backdoor cut not there. And now here's Arnold inside. Goes up strong, down low, can't get it to go. And a rebound, Lutheran East. Ziegler into the front court. Between the circles. And now high on the right, Harrison. Top of the key, Jenkins. And Hill with the basketball. He'll put it on the deck, go all the way to the basket. Shot no. But a foul on Hess, and free throws on the way for the 6-foot sophomore Chris Hill. Well, headquartered just south of Millersburg, Mac Oil Field Service offers trucking, dirt work, and general oil field service across the region. Proud to give back and support local teams at Mac Oil Field Service. 2:34 mark here in the first quarter. It's 11-7 Norwayne after Hill hits the first of his 2 free throws. Norwayne got out to a great start, led 11-2 at the 3:40 mark. But over the last nearly minute, a 5-0 Lutheran East run to claw their way back into the ball game, as Braylon Arnold will take a seat on the bench, his first break. And Connor Priatle, the 6'3 senior, checks back in. Hill's second free throw is also good. So 11-8 Norwayne, as Hess, pressured in the backcourt by Ziegler, gets by him, goes to the left elbow, nearly traveled. The Lou bench wanted the call, didn't get it. Here's Metzger. Right wing, goes all the way to the baseline, kicks into the corner. Here's Hess, driving, left to the key, down low on the block, picks up his dribble, needs help, and he threw it away. Stolen that time by DJ Jenkins, and he'll bring it into the front court for Lutheran East as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the first. 3-point game, Norwayne on top. Hill with the basketball, top of the key, guarded by Metzger. He'll back it out near the timeline, and Lutheran East will reset. Minute 50 to go, and we get a whistle and a reach-in foul on Connor Priatel, 30 feet away from the basket. It'll be his first and team foul number 3 in the quarter against Norwayne.
Yeah, they don't want to be guarding that tight, that far away from the bucket, especially with the speed of the Lutheran East. They get around them, and then they're going to be putting the pressure on Norwayne.
Well, second game tonight has Richmond Heights, the defending Division IV state champions, taking on Canton Central Catholic. So 2 of the 4 defending state champs in the state here in this regional tonight. Lutheran East with a basketball. Here's Hill. Right corner, going to fire up a long 3. That's no good. And the rebound, Norwayne. Outlet pass into the front court to West. He'll pull up for the short jumper. No good. And then the ball deflected out of bounds by Hess as he poked it out of Devontae Perkins' hands. So Lutheran East will keep with a minute 23 to go here in the first quarter. Full court pressure by Norwayne, broken easily by Lutheran East. Here's Hill. Down low, Perkins, and he threw it away on the baseline, stolen by Metzger. He'll push tempo into the front court to Arnold. Left wing to West. NBA 3 connects. Second long 3 of the quarter for West. And it's 14-8 Norwayne. Here's Crumble at the other end. Lost it, but the ball goes right to Perkins. His shot down low doesn't go. Got his own rebound, though, and on the stick-back attempt, he's fouled. And back to the line goes Lutheran East. And this time it'll be the 6'7 sophomore, Devontae Perkins. We mentioned Lutheran East, no seniors, just 1 junior, 1 freshman,
Very young.
and 7 sophomores on this varsity roster. Perkins, one of them, and he knocks down the first free throw, hit the back of the iron, went straight up and straight down through the net for his first point of the night.
And on a concerning note for Norwayne, that is Hess's second foul.
Team foul number 4. Just under a minute to go here in this opening quarter, and it's been a good one for Norwayne. Second free throw, Perkins got it. So Lutheran East back within 4. It's 14-10 Norwayne, as Perkins will take a seat on the bench, and Ocho Davis, 6'5 junior, checks back in. Under a minute to play, opening quarter. Metzger in the backcourt, far sideline. Now he'll bring it center circle into the front court, guarded by Ziegler. Around a screen from Arnold. Right wing Metzger drops it inside to a streaking Arnold, missed the layup. Ball on the deck, and Lutheran East out of the pack with it. 3-on-2 break. All the way to the basket goes Harrison, and then he got it stolen away by Metzger on the baseline. Great job getting back, but then Metzger stepped on the baseline, so it'll go back over to Lutheran East. 14-10 Norwayne, 33 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Harrison inbounding baseline, lobs it on the perimeter to Nelsonby. Lob inside, Crumble, and the lob too high for the 6'8 junior as it sails out of bounds and back over to Norwayne.
7th turnover on Lutheran East. They only average 11.
I was going to say, turnovers have been an issue in this opening quarter. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first is West into the front court near sideline for Norwayne. We'll see if they spread and hold for 1. 14-10, Norwayne leads it. Led 11-2 out of the gate. Here's Metzger, and he threw it away. An unforced turnover that time. Was expecting Arnold to cut. He did not. So with 8.2 on the clock, Lutheran East will get it back and try to cut into that 4-point deficit.
3 of their 6 turnovers are unforced in this.
Harrison lost it. Stolen away by Metzger. We're down to 3. We're down to 2. West misses the layup at the horn, and that's the end of the quarter. Metzger stole it in the backcourt and then lobbed it for an alley-oop to West, streaking in the lane, caught it in the air, tried to go off the glass but couldn't get it to go. Regardless, a good first quarter for Norwayne. 8 minutes in the books. They lead Lutheran East by a score of 14-10.
Seeking financial peace of mind? If financial uncertainty has left you weary, relief is at hand. At Star Strategies, we prioritize the safety of your money to provide the peace of mind you deserve.
Join us for a delicious dinner at the Greystone Event Center in Worcester Thursday, March 20th at 6:30. Reserve your spot by calling 330-345-5207 or go online at starstrategies.com. Come and see for yourself why Star Strategies was voted #1 for financial services in the 2024 People's Choice Awards.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Through one quarter in this Division 5 boys regional basketball tournament from the Fieldhouse, Norwayne 14-10 lead over Lutheran East, and Norwayne 5 for 10 from the field, 50%, 2 of 3 from long range, 67%. For Lutheran East, 3 of 7, 44% from the field, 0 for 2 from long range. They were 4 for 4 from the line. Norwayne 2 for 2 from the line. Norwayne, Tyson Hess, Braden West, 6 points leading the way. TJ Crumble, 4 points leading Lutheran East.
So Norwayne basketball, second quarter, Metzger just underway between the circles, dribbling to the left wing, and now gives it to Priatel, and we get a whistle and a grab on the floor against Lutheran East. First foul of the quarter against the Lou. And they'll tag the 6'3 sophomore Jaden Nellamsby with the foul. So Norwayne inbounding baseline. Arnold looking in, nothing there, so lobs out top. Ball tipped and deflected, stolen away. Hill at the other end with the left hand, finishes in transition, and it's a 2-point game. Norwayne outlet pass into the front court to West. Had 2 big threes in that opening quarter. Did the 6'1 senior. Metzger now with a basketball between the circles, guarded by Jenkins. He'll drive into the lane and tried to drop it off down low to Dylan Smith, who wasn't ready for the pass. And it went right through him and out of bounds. Turnover, Norwayne.
Norwayne going to get that 1-2-1-1 press going again here.
So they'll pressure the ball in the backcourt, trap the inbound pass. But now it's broken, and Lutheran East has numbers. Here's a lob, and no good, but Crumble right there for the finish. Thought that Nellamsby might lob it up for an alley-oop, didn't, took the shot, no good, and Crumble finished. We're tied at 14. Here's Metzger. Drives, spins in the lane, good dish off to Arnold. Shot, contested, no. Priatel gets it back, his stick back doesn't go, and then Crumble the rebound. And we get a reach-in foul on Norwayne after the big 6'8 junior grabbed the board. Remember, Norwayne led 11-2 at the 3:40 mark of the first quarter. Since that time, 12-3 Lutheran East, and we're now tied at 14 all. 6:49 to go here in the opening half from the Fieldhouse in Canton. Second game of the night has Richmond Heights taking on Canton Central Catholic. Here's Lutheran East and a steal in the front court. Ball poked away by Arnold. West comes away with a loose ball. He takes it all the way at the other end, and he lays it in with an acrobatic right hand. He's got 8, and the lead back up to Norwayne, 16-14. Here's Lutheran East at the other end. Hill with a basketball, line, lane, lob, and a two-handed dunk by TJ Crumble. 16 all, 6:10 to play here in the opening half. Metzger between the circles, top of the key, gives it off to Dylan Smith. Smith hounded back to Metzger. He'll stop, open look at a 3, front of the iron, no. And the rebound, Lutheran East, that's Dylan Ziegler. Ziegler will dribble into a 3 at the other end, way short, but tracks down his own rebound in the corner. Kicks it out of the wing, and now Chris Hill with a basketball out top. 5:45 to play here in the half. Drives, stripped away and stolen by Metzger. Metzger wants to go coast to coast. Shot blocked. Jenkins got back and blocked it. Now here comes Lutheran East. Drive, layup, up and in. Counted for Chris Hill. First lead of the night for Lutheran East at 18-16. 5:20 to play here in the second quarter. Metzger into the front court for Norwayne. Now Dylan Smith, Braden West, and he got it poked away. Out of bounds and into the scorer's table, so Norwayne will keep. Trailing for the first time tonight, it's 18-16 Lutheran East.
Norwayne has got to lose attention now, that's for sure.
Same name, same stability for over 120 years. The Apple Creek Banking Company, your hometown bank with 7 locations to serve you. The Apple Creek Banking Company, community banking done right. Member FDIC. So the inbound goes into the backcourt. Metzger. Metzger to Arnold. Top of the key. Trying to get around Crumble. Instead gives off to Dylan Smith high on the right. Looks into the corner to West. Not there. Back out top between the circles. Metzger. Metzger guarded by Harrison. He lobs left wing to Arnold. Arnold, step back 3. Back of the iron, no. And the rebound, Ziegler of Lutheran East. 2-point Lutheran East lead, 4:38 to play. Here's Ziegler on the drive, and he lays it in with a left hand. And a timeout, Norwayne. 4:32 to play first half, 20-16. Lutheran East on top, and we're back after this.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Well, did you know that Franz Drilling is the largest residential water well drilling company in Wayne County? They'll drill for new home construction and replacement wells for your existing home. They also clean out and rehab and service your existing well online at franzdrilling.com.
Lutheran East shooting 5 for 7 in this second quarter.
Well, over the last 7 minutes after Norwayne jumped out to an 11-2 lead, it is 18-5 Lutheran East, and they lead it by 4. 4:25 to go here in the opening half. Metzger into the front court for Norwayne. Trapped out top, gives it to Priato. Got it poked away and stolen. 3-on-2 break for Lutheran East. Hill lays it up, no good, but Crumble there to finish it and put it back in with 2 hands on the follow-up. So 10 in the opening half for TJ Crumble. 22-16 Lutheran East. Here's Metzger into the front court, and we get a whistle. And what? We get a whistle on a double foul. West and Ziegler tied up at the elbow, away from the ball. A little bit too much contact by each.
Both of them have 2 now.
4-minute mark. West will come out of the game.
I mentioned how hot Lutheran East was. Norwayne, on the other hand, 1 for 7 to start this second quarter.
Ryder Ingold, 5'8 junior, comes in for the first time tonight. Tyson Hess back in as well as Dylan Smith takes a seat on the bench. Well, don't forget, more basketball Friday night as we're back here at the Fieldhouse in Canton. Division 6 boys regional final as Dalton will try to punch its ticket to state for the 3rd time in school history. The Bulldogs will take on Kirtland Friday night at 7 for a regional title and a trip to the state Final Four. Saturday, of course, Norwayne girls in the state semifinals against Columbus Afrocentric. Mansfield Senior the site for that ball game at 2 o'clock, as losing the ball out of the bounds far sideline was Parker Metzger. Was driving into the corner and simply lost it. Shot out of his hands and into the 3rd row. So 3:50 to go here in this second quarter. Lutheran East with a basketball between the circles, Jenkins. And again, Norwayne in that zone, trying to force them to shoot from the perimeter. They do. The 3 missed, but the weak side rebound kept alive by Hill. Jenkins back into the corner. Harrison, he'll fire again, and this time connects from the left corner. First points of the night for Harrison, and the lead is now 9 at 25-16 Lutheran East. Metzger into the front court, gives to Hess. Trapped on the perimeter, needs help. Now Arnold in the corner, guarded by Crumble. Dribbles into a double team and lost it out of bounds. Tried to pass it away. Crumble tipped it, and it went right back into the hands of Arnold and then out of bounds.
They just don't let Norwayne breathe at all. Everything Norwayne's trying on the offensive end is getting contested hard.
Inbound pass, lob to the far sideline. And Nellamsby went up and caught it, but came down out of bounds. as the pass was just too high for him.
That's 11 turnovers on Lutheran East. That's what's keeping Norwayne even remotely close.
Lutheran East, 9 state appearances and a steal on the inbound by Harrison. It was lobbed deep in the backcourt. He stole it away and then went right to the basket for the easy layup. Lead all of a sudden is 11 as Hess got it stolen away at the timeline. Picked away by Jenkins, lobs to Crumble, and he goes up for the dunk. It's stolen away by Metzger. Great defense that time by Norwayne and Metzger. Here's West on the perimeter, fakes the three, drives, and he lays it in off the glass. Defense to offense that time for the Bobcats. They're within 9. Here's Jenkins. Shoots, no good, but Crumble right there for the stick back. Hard to defend 6'8" when he goes up for the rebound and the stick back. He's now got 12.
5 rebounds.
29-18 Lutheran East. And the ball deflected out of bounds near sideline by Lutheran East. So Hess will inbound.
Norwayne is really tired right now, especially Metzger. He has really been worked hard in this first half.
2:18 to go until the half. Inbound pass intended for West, poked away and out of bounds on Chris Hill. Mentioned Richmond Heights, 5 straight state appearances, 1 over Highland last year, Convoy Crestview the year before, and then Tri-Village after that. Another steal, another layup Lutheran East for Tyrone Harrison, who's got 7 all here in the quarter. And as West into the front court, a whistle and a reach-in foul on Lutheran East. I believe they'll tag Chris Hill. They do. 2:03 to go in the half. It's 31-18. Lutheran East. It was 14-10 Norwayne at the end of a quarter.
21-4 this quarter.
Metzger will inbound front court to Hess. Hess guarded by Ziegler. Now Nellumsby. Hess to West between the circles. Under 2 to go here in this second quarter. And now Priatel to Hess. Hess top of the key to West. West, nothing inside. He'll spin, dribble into the lane. Tries to drop it off to Arnold inside, but the ball kicked away on Perkins. So now Norwayne will inbound baseline. Metzger will do the honors. Minute 39 to go here in the second quarter. Now he'll switch out. West will inbound. Baseline right of his own hoop. Inbound into the corner. Metzger back out top. Hess. And now Priatel try to get West cutting to the corner left side. Ball deflected out of bounds by Hill. So Norwayne will inbound far sideline in front of the Lutheran East bench. Well, no answer obviously for the 6'8 TJ Crumble. And defensively, Lutheran East has turned it up in a big way here in this second quarter. They lead by 13, 31-18. Norwayne basketball under 1:30 to play before the half. Priatel out top, lost his dribble, fell down, but Hess right there to pick up the loose ball. Now to West. Corner, wants to go baseline, cut off by Hill. And now Hess with a basketball, left corner. He'll bring it to the wing, spins, drives, passes Priatel off the glass, can't get it to go. Point blank missed, and the rebound Lutheran East. Here they come the other way. Harrison up the far sideline, slowing things down. Here's a three, rattles out no. Rebound, but a whistle and a foul on Lutheran East, battling for the board. I believe they're going to tag Perkins, who went a little shove in the back to help him clear space to get that rebound. It'll be his first, team foul number 4. With 56 seconds to go here before the half.
Be nice to see if Norwayne can get a bucket or 2 even before the end of this half. Get a little positive momentum going for him.
Perkins will check out with a foul. Ocho Davis, 6'5 junior, checks back in. 31-18 Lutheran East. Norwayne with a basketball. Hess into the front court. Spins through his defender to the line, to the lane, off the glass, no. Can't get the runner to go. Rebounded by Lutheran East, and then they throw it away. Picked up by Arnold, and passed to a streaking Metzger, who laid it in for his second bucket of the night. Quick three at the other end by Lutheran East is up and no good. Arnold the rebound. Outlet pass stolen away to Crumble in the backcourt, and he's going to go up and lay it up off the glass. 14 for him. We're down to 20 seconds in the half. The other way over the timeline comes Metzger. We're down to 15. Metzger poked away out top, and they'll get Harrison for the reach-in. And as I mentioned, that's team foul 5, so at 12 and a half seconds left here in the second quarter, Parker Metzger will be lined right to shoot 2, with Norwayne trailing by 13, 33-20. Metzger on the year, 56% at the line. Spins with the basketball, shoots and connects. So Metzger now with 5, and it's 33-21. Winner back on Saturday night to play for a regional title against either Richmond Heights, the defending Division IV state champions, or Canton Central Catholic. Of course, Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic played in the regular season earlier this year in Creston, with Norwayne coming away with a victory. A little bit of a revenge game as Canton Central Catholic beat them 2 years ago for a district title at Worcester. Here's Metzger's second free throw on the way, and he got it. Front of the rim and dropped in. So Norwayne back within 11. Down to 10 seconds to play in the half as Harrison brings it into the front court. Harrison gives off to Jenkins. We're down to 5. We're down to 4. Got it poked away and stolen by Norwayne. Metzger, three-quarter court heave is no good, and that'll take us to the half. A good first quarter for Norwayne, a better second quarter for Lutheran East, and at the half, Lutheran East leads it 33-22. We'll send things back to the studios in Worcester. Halftime news, weather, and sports with Dale Mosier next.
Property of pesky infestations? You want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on how to certify pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at germainhondaofcollegehills.com.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
Watch your money grow.
Seeking financial peace of mind? If financial uncertainty has left you weary, relief is at hand. At Star Strategies, we prioritize the safety of your money to provide the peace of mind you deserve.
Join us for a delicious dinner at the Greystone Event Center in Worcester Thursday, March 20th at 6:30. Reserve your spot by calling 330-345-5207 or go online at starstrategies.com. Come and see for yourself why Star Strategies was voted #1 for financial services in the 2024 People's Choice Awards.
Hi, Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual spring open house on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Land Pride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1. Stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2. Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Back here at the Fieldhouse, it is halftime. Lutheran East owns a 33-22 lead over Norwayne, and here are your halftime stats. We'll go team stats first. Lutheran East ended up shooting 11 for 17 in the second quarter, good for 14 for 24. That's 61%. They were 1 of 6 from the three-point arc, and that was 21%, and a perfect 4 for 4 from the foul line. Norwayne, on the other hand, 8 for 20 on their action shots. That's 40%. 2 of 6 from three-point land, 33%, and 4 for 4 from the foul line as well. And the rebounding edge went to Lutheran East, 15-8, and they really out-rebounded them bad in that second quarter. 13 turnovers for Lutheran East. That's what's keeping Norwayne within striking distance. 15 for the Bobcats. Individually for Norwayne, Braden West, a 10-point first half, then 6 points for Parker Metzger and 6 points for Tyson Hess. That's it. That's the 22 points for Norwayne. 3 rebounds for Parker Metzger, leading the way as well. For Lutheran East, it was the TJ Crumble show. He had 10 of his 14 points in that second quarter. 7 points for Tyrone Harrison, 6 points for Chris Hill, 4 points for Dylan Ziegler, and 2 points for Devontae Perkins. Leading the rebounding, TJ Crumble and Dylan Zerker, each with 5 rebounds. Those are your halftime stats. We'll take a quick break. Ron will have the second half of action right after this.
Home or property of pesky infestations, you want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
So back here to Canton as we get set for the start of quarter number 3. 14-10 Norwayne after 1, but a 23-8 Lutheran East second quarter, and they start the third up 11, 33-22. Norwayne with a basketball, and Metzger's intended pass for West poked away by Chris Hill out of bounds, and that's one of the problems when you play a team like Lutheran East. They're so quick, they're so athletic.
You can't practice for it.
No, there's not a lot of passing lanes in that half court. So here's Arnold on the perimeter out top. Left wing with it, Metzger now. Metzger will put it on the deck, spins to the elbow, and now back to Arnold. Into the lane, gets bumped, and we get a whistle and a foul. I believe they'll tag Tyrone Harrison with it. If it is, it's his second of the night. No, they'll give it to TJ Crumble, who is also in the vicinity, his first. And 23 seconds into the quarter, first of the third against Lutheran East. So the inbound out top to Hess, and now West with a basketball. High on the right, and he'll drive it to the free throw line. Picks up his dribble now. Prieto on the perimeter. Metzger into the corner. West, good look at a three, connects. Third three of the ball game for West. He's got 13, and Norwayne back within 8. 33-25 Lutheran East. 7:10 to go here in the third. In the front court, here's Crumble. Down low, up off the glass, no, and Arnold comes away with a rebound. Arnold picks up his dribble in the backcourt to Hess. Hess, line, lane, shot, up, in, and the foul. Well, great job by Hess, stopping underneath the basket and allowing his man to go up. And as he came down, Hess then went up, got the contact and the bucket to go. And a great start to the third quarter, a minute in, and Norwayne has trimmed the lead from 11 to 6.
Yeah, great start. Absolutely.
So we'll see if Hess can make it a 5-point game. Bends, shoots, and got it. So Hess now with 9, and it's a 33-28 ball game. Norwayne back within 5. 6:50 to go here in the third quarter of this boys Division V regional semifinal. Third time in 5 years these two teams have met in the regional. And here's a three from Dylan Ziegler. Left corner, left wide open. Knocked it down, but then we get a whistle. What? They're going to wave off the basket. We're going to get an offensive foul It's going to be on TJ Crumble. Little shove after the basket, so they will count it. But the foul on Crumble, his second and the team's second here in the third. 36-28. Here's a fall-away 15-footer blocked. Arnold got it blocked by Crumble. And here comes Lutheran East in the front court. Harrison with a basketball. Left wing, and now gives it off to Ziegler. Knocked down the triple a moment ago. He's got 7. Ziegler into the corner. Harrison. He'll fire a 3. Left or short. Weak side rebound to Hess of Norwayne. And then West got it stolen away by Harrison. Harrison to Hill. Shot off the glass and up and in. Hill's now got 8. And the lead back up to 10.
16th turnover on Norwayne.
Quick 5-0 run by Lutheran East after a 6-0 run Norwayne to start the quarter. Here's Hess in the lane, down low, shot goes up and one. Got the shot and the foul, so for the second time in the quarter, Tyson Hess, the 6'1 senior, at the line for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
That was a really, really good play by Tyson Hess. He could have forced it up, but he didn't. He was hesitant, gathered himself, and jumped towards the hoop to draw the contact.
And the bucket snapped a 5-0 Lutheran East run. Pulls Norwayne back within 8 and make it 7. Hess hit him. Both ends of the three-point play, knocked down both free throws. And he's now in double figures with 10.
We don't have a miss tonight on the free throws.
38 of 31 is the score. Lutheran East on top by 7. 5.5 to play here in the third. Norwayne hanging around, trailed by 11 at the half. Lutheran East in the half court, now a 2-3 zone. Here's a lob going up for the dunk that time. Crumble through his hands, and then saving it from going out of bounds was Harrison as he grabbed the ball, and as he was falling out of bounds, bounced it off Norwayne. But they'll say as he did it, he was already on the baseline. So Norwayne with a basketball, trying to cut into that 7-point deficit. 5:20 to go here in the third, as Arnold will bring it into the front court, top of the key, guarded by the 6'8 Crumble. Now with the basketball, Hess. Metzger, center circle holding. Lutheran East in the man-to-man all night long. Metzger, left elbow, now baseline with it as Hess, posting up, spins and scores. His defender, DJ Jenkins, fell down. Hess went right to the rim, and he's got 13. 38-33, Norwayne nearly a steal at the timeline. Lutheran East comes away with it, and now Hill with a basketball. Top of the key, backs it up between the circles near the center circle here at the Memorial Fieldhouse in Canton, and Coach Sam Liggins wants time. We'll take the break. 4:36 to go in the third. 38-33 Lutheran East. Back in 30 seconds.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
Well, for service or replacement of electric motors, go to the experts at Clark Fowler Electric. For industry or farm, they're available 24/7. Visit their new location on South Jefferson Road or check online at clarkfowlerelectric.com.
I would like to see somebody else from Norwayne step up and start scoring. Arnold's had a couple good looks. He just hasn't gotten any to go. He's got to still keep going at the bucket.
Well, 13 apiece for Tyson Hess and Braden West. They've got 26 of Norwayne's 33. Here's a drive by Harrison. Missed the layup. Rebounded Norwayne. Other end, Arnold going to fire a 3. No good from the left wing. And then Harrison boards it for Lutheran East. 5-point game, 38-33, the Lou on top. Here's Hill into the lane. Short little jumper doesn't go. Crumble right there, though. Rebound in the stick back. So the 6'8 junior now with 16 to lead everybody. Back up to a 7-point Lutheran East lead at 40-33. 3:56 to go here in the third. Division 5 regional semifinal. from the Fieldhouse in Canton. West around a screen, wanted to get freed for a three, couldn't. Instead, drives baseline, goes up for the layup, no good. Ball on the deck, and then Lutheran East comes away with it. Here's Harrison, lobs, down low, crumble, and what? He got pushed from behind as Hess got him to keep the big man from going up for a two-handed dunk. So that'll be the third of the ball game against Hess. Problematic there as he is with West, leading scorer at 13. Inbound pass goes left to the key to Hill. Spins around his defender, Priatle. Baseline, layup, no. And Priatle the rebound, Norwayne. Into the front court to West. Long three. That's not long enough. And the rebound, Lutheran East. Open look, but well behind the line. And here comes Lutheran East at the other end. Shot up and count the bucket and the foul for Jaden Nellamsby, the 6'3 sophomore, as they'll tag West with his third foul. Block of the charge, and he's going to get called for the block as Nellamsby will head to the line to shoot and try to push that lead back up to a 10-point cushion for Lutheran East.
I believe a technical foul has been called on Nellamsby for taunting. So after this, I do believe Norwayne gets some shots.
Well, I don't know. The technical may be on Norwayne because nobody's at the line. Everybody's pulled back beyond the timeline as Nellamsby misses the first of the two. And no, you're exactly right, Pete. We will walk to the other end in West.
He taunted after that play.
So Nellamsby can't get the three-point play. And now West will go in for technicals at the other end. And West, as he's done all year, connects from the line. 84% coming in.
Very solid.
He's got 14.
He makes these. If Norwayne gets the ball here, can hit a three, look out. They're back in it.
So the second technical is up and good. So 42-35. Norwayne back within 7.
15 for West.
The closest they've been here in the third was 5.
Yep.
The quarter started with an 11-point Lutheran East lead. So 3:15 to go here in the third. Metzger will take the inbound out of the backcourt. Priatle. Hess on the backdoor cut. Shot no good. Contested and blocked by Ziegler. Good play, but good defense. As coming up the floor, Lutheran East. Pass deflected out of bounds by Norwayne. Richmond Heights, Canton Central Catholic, the second game here at the Fieldhouse tonight. The respective winners back on Saturday to play for a regional title and a trip to the state Final Four. Here's Harrison. Drives, dishes into the corner to Nellamsby. He goes into the key and then kicks it out to Hill out top. Hill into the lane, lost it, got it back. Now stolen away by Metzger. Ball tipped at the other end. Metzger can't finish with a layup, but right there to scoop it up and put it back in is Tyson Hess. He's now got 15.
10 in the quarter.
He and West with 30 of Norwayne's 37, back to a 5-point game. But at the other end, a two-handed dunk by Ziegler doesn't go. Norwayne rebound Metzger to Hess. Shot up and in, and no. They're going to say a 3-point play on the way. Waiting for the block of the charge. They'll call the block on Lutheran East. And a great feed in transition from Metzger to Hess on the run. Went up, drew the foul, and hit the bucket, and Norwayne within 3. It was 33-22 at the half. It's now 42-39 Lutheran East. Can Hess get him within 2? Yes. So Hess hits another free throw in the 3-point play. 42-40 Lutheran East. 2:15 to play here in the third. So Lutheran East in the front court. Hill to Crumble. Into the corner. Nellamsby will fire the 3 off the mark. And Metzger boards it for Norwayne. Norwayne can tie or take the lead, this time down the floor. Under 2 to go here in the third. Metzger spins around his defender. Behind the back pass down low to Arnold. Shot no, but he's fouled by Crumble, which will be his third. And Arnold will go to the line and could potentially tie us up at 42.
Metzger got shaken up on that play as well. Let's hope he can shake it off.
Well, what a play by Metzger. Behind the back pass. Found Arnold right where he needed to be, low on the left block. And Arnold at the line to shoot 2.
Kind of surprised Lutheran East doesn't go to Crumble on the inside. He's got 4 or 5 inches on everybody else.
Next foul will foul him out of the game as Arnold misses the first. Check that. He's still got 2. He's got 3 fouls, not 4. So Arnold, 62% on the year, missed the first. We'll see if he can split the pair. Second free throw up and good. So Arnold does, in fact, split the pair. First point of the night for Arnold, who came in averaging 10. It is 42-41, Lutheran East. Under 2 to play here in the third. Jenkins, right of the key, now on the wing with the basketball to Harrison out top. Looking in, nothing there to Jenkins. Jenkins will back it up near the timeline. Harrison with the basketball. Minute 30 to go. Jenkins just beyond the right elbow and now on the wing. Thought about a 3. Instead, will spread it with Harrison out top. Crumble in the corner, quickly back to Harrison. Ziegler, NBA 3, front of the rim, no. And the rebound, Hess for Norwayne. Nearing a minute here in the third. Hess drives right of the key, shot no good, but draws more contact, and he'll head back to the line.
He is just putting his head down and going to the hole every time, and look where it's getting him.
We mentioned first quarter right out of the gate, Norwayne jumped out to an 11-2 lead. Very aggressive on both ends. No fear attacking the basket. They've gotten back to that here in the third, and it's paying dividends. Norwayne just 64% at the line on the year. They've been good tonight, but as I say that, Hess misses the free throw, which could have tied the game. What are they tonight?
They have 2 misses tonight. That 2, 4, 5 for 6 now is Hess. And West is 2 for 2, and Arnold's 1 for 2.
So Hess with 18 leading Norwayne, trying to make it 19, and more importantly, trying to tie us up. He does. We are tied at 42 all. A minute to go here in the third. Norwayne trying to play the underdog and knock off the 2-time defending state champs. Here's Hill. Line, lane, shot no. Missed the layup and rebounded by Arnold of Norwayne. Down to 42 seconds to go here in the third. Hess out top, top of the key, double team. Needs to get rid of it, does. Metzger near the timeline, center circle, will dribble right wing, and now Arnold. 30 seconds to go here in the third. And this Norwayne crowd is going to erupt when we get to the end of this quarter, and for good reason. Here's West, high on the left, under 20 to go in the quarter. Trapp needs help, and he got it stolen away. Crumble tipped it, and Nellumsby came away with it. And then as Hill got into the lane, we get a whistle and a reach-in foul on Norwayne, and a good foul. It's only their second of the quarter, so plenty to give, even if you want to disrupt here in the final 10.5 seconds of the period.
That's what you got to do. You got to stop their transition. That's where they are so good.
And Priatle and John Graham will check into the ball game for Norwayne as West and Hess will take a break until the fourth quarter. Inbound pass goes into the backcourt to Hill. Under 10 to play here in the third. Hill goes all the way to the basket, and he lays it in with a left hand with 3 seconds to play. At the other end of the floor, Metzger's quarter heave, no good. And that'll take us to the end of quarter number 3. And a big third quarter for Norwayne. They're back in this with 8 minutes to go. End of 3, 44-42, Lutheran East.
Happy Honda Days are here at Germain Honda of College Hills. Score our best deals of the year on your favorite models, like the adventurous Honda Passport, the versatile Ridgeline, and family-friendly Odyssey. Thinking of holiday travels? Get on the road safely with same-day service from our expert technicians. And don't miss out on our great low rates on Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Head over the river and through the woods in a new Honda today. Visit us at Germain Honda of College Hills, where we're delivering an exceptional experience, one customer at a time. Visit us online at germainhondaofcollegehills.com.
At Worcester Community Hospital, we have your best interest at heart. Calcium score screenings, which can determine your future risk of heart attack or stroke, are now simple and easy to schedule. It's a simple CT scan that takes just 30 minutes and $75, but many insurances will cover the cost. Men and women aged 45 and older should have this screening done to prevent future heart disease. Get a doctor's recommendation, then make your appointment by calling 330-263-8660. That's Worcester Community Hospital.
Well, back here inside the Canton Memorial Fieldhouse, 3 quarters in the books and nothing decided. Norwayne trailed 11 at the half, but outscored Lutheran East 20-11 in the third. And Lutheran East will take just a 2-point lead into this fourth quarter. So 8 minutes to decide who will advance into Saturday night's regional title game against either defending Division IV state champion Richmond Heights or Canton Central Catholic. Those two teams will go at it at 8 o'clock tonight. Great start for Norwayne. Great second quarter for Lutheran East, and then Norwayne came out of the locker room at the half with an outstanding third quarter, and we've got ourselves a ball game. Lutheran East to start the fourth with the basketball. In the half court, spreading things out, Hill and Harrison, a little pitch and catch high out top. Harrison, left wing, now right wing with it, Hill. Guarded by Metzger. Hill, Harrison, 3 up and in. Top of the key 3 for Harrison. And a quick 5-0 spurt after we were tied at 42, and it's now a 5-point Lutheran East lead. 47-42. 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. Arnold with a basketball, top of the key, and now right elbow Priatle. Spins, baseline to Hess, goes up for the shot, can't get it to go. And Perkins, the rebound. Tried to fight it up in traffic, just couldn't do it. Here's Harrison, right wing 3, that's off the mark. Crumble, though, rebounds, and we're going to get what? We're going to get a tie-up, and the arrow will give it to Norwayne.
16th turnover.
Well, Norwayne has been the aggressor on offense and defense all night. We mentioned talking to Coach West. He said of the 3 regional matchups over the last 5 years, he felt that his team and this Lutheran East team, it was a much better matchup. He thought they matched up much better with this squad, and it's turned out to be true to this point. Here's a pass inside for Norwayne. Hess, and he's fouled. Tag Ziegler with it. It'll be his third. And the second foul of this fourth quarter for Lutheran East.
Yeah, Ziegler, Harrison, Crumble, all with 3 fouls for Lutheran East. West and Hess with 3 for Norwayne.
6:45 to go in the game. 5-point Lutheran East lead. 47-42 is Norwayne's Metzger inbound in the lane to Arnold. Goes up for the shot, no. But a foul on Perkins. So Arnold will head to the line to shoot 2. He was 1 of 2 moments ago in the third for his lone point of the night.
Tell you what, had he caught that pass cleanly, that was destined to be an and one. He bobbled it and had to gather himself again.
So Arnold, 62% free throw shooter.
2 for 3 now.
Knocks that one down. So it's 47-43. Norwayne comes in 23-2. Of course, a perfect 14-0 run through the Wayne County Athletic League as Arnold hit both. Lutheran East, 2-time defending 3 state champs, 21-4 on the season. 47-44 the score, and we get an over and back call on Lutheran East as Norwayne pressured the basketball, and Hill was walking a tightrope on the timeline and stepped into the backcourt. Another Lutheran East turnover.
That's where the youthfulness of Lutheran East comes into play here. Norwayne getting aggressive with them.
A 1-possession game as West will inbound near sideline into the backcourt to Metzger. 6.5 minutes to play, 47-44. Metzger on the cut to Arnold, and as he went to the basket, lost it out of bounds off his knee. Turnover Norwayne and over to Lutheran East. Foul situation, 2 in the quarter for Lutheran East, none for Norwayne. West, Metzger, Hess, Priatel, and Arnold on the floor for Norwayne as Lutheran East into the front court and a steal by Hess. Poked the pass away, came up with it, and will bring it into the front court between the circles. Trying to spin by Harrison, doesn't. To West, long three off the mark, but the rebound Metzger wants to go back up strong, does so, and the shot blocked, but Jenkins is going to get called for the foul, and Metzger will head to the free throw line. So Parker Metzger to the line. 6 points on the night. 56% free throw shooter on the season.
Norwayne still needs to attack. They can get to the foul line here.
Metzger hits the first. It's a 2-point game. 47-45 Lutheran East. 6:01 to play here in the contest. Mentioned these two teams met in the regionals in 2021 and in 2022 as Metzger hits the second free throw.
He's got
Lutheran East won both of those games, of course, and led by 11 at the half. It's a 1-point game now, and Lutheran East calls time. 6:01 to play in the fourth. 47-46. Lutheran East by 1, and we're back in 60 seconds.
Conrad here for Sterling Farm Equipment, inviting you to attend our annual Spring Open House on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wayne County Fair Convention Center. See all of our state-of-the-art equipment featuring Case IH, Kubota, Lampride, and Cub Cadet. Factory representatives will be on hand to answer your questions. Get a head start on spring projects with great prices on tractors, mowers, zero turns, and field equipment at the Sterling Farm Equipment Open House March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there.
Farm equipment for construction, home and farm.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1. Stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2. Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
So out of the Lutheran East timeout, here comes Norwayne back on the floor. It'll be Lutheran East basketball clinging to a 1-point lead. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Norwayne's got 6 minutes to see if it can pull the upset of all upsets. Lutheran East with a basketball, nearly another over and back. Here's Ziegler on the drive, goes up strong and lays it in. Went right to the rim, he's got 9. Back to a 3-point lead, 49-46 Lutheran East. Here's Metzger, top of the key, looking for Hess on the backdoor cut, didn't develop, and instead gives it off left wing to Priatel and quickly back to Metzger. Lutheran East man-to-man all night. Here's Arnold. Arnold, Priatel, right elbow to West. 3, off the mark, no, couldn't get it to go. And the ball goes out of bounds, and Norwayne will keep.
What a great play by Parker Metzger.
Well, the 3-point shot in the first half was there for Braden West. He knocked down 3 in the first half, has not connected here in this second half. Here's the inbound pass, left wing Metzger, inside to Hess, off the glass, up and in.
He has been connecting.
What a night for Tyson Hess, the senior. He's got 22, and Norwayne back within 1. 5 minutes to play in the game. 49-48 Lutheran East. Drive and dish into the corner. Now here's Hill into the lane, and he's going to get called with a charge. Offensive foul, Hill. And that's of note because that's the 4th foul against Lutheran East.
I'm surprised the officials didn't talk about it. This near side official called a block. The one underneath called the charge, and he let him go with it.
Norwayne, not a great free throw shooting team, 64%, but they've been good tonight. And the next foul will put them on the line for the final 4 minutes and 50 seconds of the game. Here's Arnold to Metzger in the front court, through the lane to West, corner 3, halfway home and out, and then rebounded by Lutheran East. Ball out of bounds, and last touched by Jenkins of the Lou, so Norwayne will get it back.
starting to believe down there, those guys in the white.
4:37 to play. 49-48 Lutheran East. State champions the last 2 seasons in Division III. They've won state titles in 21 and 17 as well as 05. They've been to state 7 straight times. Inbound pass, down low, Arnold, and he fights up the shot. Norwayne's got the lead.
How about that?
50-49 Norwayne. 4.5 minutes to play. Lutheran East at the other end. And we get what? Do we get a turnover or do we get a foul? I believe they're going to call a push on Norwayne near sideline.
Preattle.
It's going to be on Preattle as he was defending the ball handler, Nellamsby. So that's the first foul of the quarter against Norwayne, second of the ball game against Preattle. 1-point game, Norwayne. 50-49, 4:15 to play. Pass, lob down low to Crumble. Goes up, no, but a foul. And the 6'8 junior, who has been quiet in this second half after a monster second quarter, lined right to shoot 2. Preattle picks up another foul, so he's got 3. And the second of the quarter for Norwayne.
Hess and West also with 3. But what a job on Crumble has Norwayne done. Just 2 points in this second half.
16 for the ball game, came in averaging 23 as he hits the free throw, and we are tied at 50. So Nellamsby will come out of the ball game. Right now, Jenkins, Ziegler, Hill, Harrison, and Crumble on the floor for Lutheran East. Preattle, Hess, West, Arnold, and Metzger for Norwayne. And credit Crumble, hit them both.
18 for TJ.
He's got 18 and back up to a 1-point lead for Lutheran East. So it looks like Lutheran East will pick up full court pressure on the inbound. Inbound is a baseball pass to Preattle, but right through his hands and out of bounds. Well, it was a perfectly thrown ball, 3/4 court pass on the inbound into the lane. Preattle going right to the basket, but through his hands and out of bounds, and a missed opportunity and a golden one for Norwayne.
Give him credit. He owned it. He said, my bad, pounded his chest. Norwayne has all 4, well, they got 4 timeouts left that Brian West can use to keep his club rested here down the stretch. Don't think he won't use 1 or 2 of these here to get his club some rest if they need it.
So here we go. Lutheran East, the basketball in a 1-point lead. 4-minute mark, halfway home here in the fourth quarter. Here's a 3 ball up in the air, good. Counted for Jaden Nellamsby. He's got 5. 54-50, Lutheran East. Metzger at the other end, spins in the lane, goes up for the tough shot, off the back of the iron, no. Crumble the rebound, outlet pass into the front court, and a 2-hand jam by Ziegler. 6-point lead, Lutheran East. 3:30 to play in the ball game. And Brian West is going to call time for Norwayne and try to settle things down in the midst of a 7-0 run by Lutheran East. We'll take the break. Back to the Fieldhouse in 30 seconds.
Property of pesky infestations, you want someone knowledgeable, affordable, and trustworthy. In Wayne County and the surrounding area, you want Holmes Pest Control's 27 years of experience. At Holmes Pest Control, their mission is simple. They want to provide you with safe and sustainable pest control management that is affordable and trustworthy. Right now, you may be having trouble with bees, wasps, or hornets. Call Holmes Pest Control immediately and your worries will be over. Holmes Pest also uses pet-safe products, including green products. Call 330-674-9094 or online at homespestcontrolinc.com and on Facebook.
Well, good luck to all of the remaining teams. Norwayne boys, Norwayne girls, and the Doughton boys. That's what we've got left locally from the Bowman Beverage family of stores. Bowman Beverage, the Ice House, West Lincoln Way drive-thru in Gary's. Book your beverage catering for your next event at Bowman Beverage. With 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Norwayne had a 1-point lead at 50-49. Since that time, in the last 60 seconds, a 7-0 run by Lutheran East to go up 6. We'll see if Norwayne can counter.
Great timeout by Brian West to stem that tide, too. Now Norwayne needs to get a bucket out of this timeout.
So Norwayne will inbound in the front court. Metzger, backdoor cut. Hess off the glass, can't get it to go. Great look, no. Got his own rebound, though, and fouled on the stick-back attempt.
And that's Crumble, that's his 4th.
So with 3:26 to play in the ball game, Crumble, who's got a team-high 18 for Lutheran East, picks up his 4th. And Hess, who's got a game-high 22, lined left.
5 for 6 tonight.
To try to cut into that 6-point deficit and snap a 7-0 Lutheran East run. First free throw is short. Front of the rim and off. So it remains a 6-point Lutheran East lead. Well, those in attendance, I don't think anybody here thought we'd have a 6-point game with 3.5 to go. What an effort tonight for Norwayne, trying for the monumental upset. Hess hits the second, so that snaps the 7-0 run, and it's back to a 5-point game. 56-51 Lutheran East, 3:20 to play in the game. Foul situation, Lutheran East with 5, 2 for Norwayne as they trap out top. Now inside to Crumble, baseline, and he throws it away. Threw it over the head of Harrison, who was near the timeline, into the backcourt. And Norwayne will get it back, trying to cut into that 5-point deficit. 3:07 to go in the game.
That 1-2-2 half court. They're switching back and forth between a 2-3 zone and a 1-2-2 zone, and they're trapping the wings out of it, and it's really giving Lutheran East a rough time.
And Hill steals the inbound pass, and he lays it in calmly with a left hand at the other end. So huge pick of the inbound pass by Hill, and Lutheran East calls time. We'll keep it right here, 3:01 to play. 7-point game, Lutheran East on top, 58-51. Gives us time to give a shout out to all of our great live stream sponsors for all of our tournament games on YouTube. And want to credit Jonathan Schilling, Trey Kennedy for the great job they do bringing you the live stream on YouTube. It's been fun to be able to go back and watch some of their work after the games. But we couldn't do it without our great sponsors. Holmes Pest Control, Germain Honda of College Hills, Danbury Senior Living, Worcester Community Hospital, Sterling Farm Equipment, Star Strategies, Holmes Wayne Electric Co-op, and Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. Don't forget, more basketball back here at the Fieldhouse in Canton on Friday night. Mike and Pete will have the call for the Division VI Regional Final between Downton and Kirtland. That's a 7 o'clock tip. And then Saturday, Mike and Pete will also be in Mansfield at Senior High School for the state semifinal girls ball game between Norwayne and Afrocentric. 2 o'clock start time for that, as Norwayne girls' first state Final Four trip in school history. So it's been a fun run for them. Norwayne boys have had a great season. They're trying to extend it at least one game more. Right now they trail by 7. Need to make a run in the final 3 minutes against the two-time defending state champs. Here's Metzger between the circles to West. Back to Metzger. Metzger now Priatle. Top of the key. Around a screen to West. Trying to free him up for a 3. Not there. Spins away from Jenkins. Got the ball poked out and stolen away. Here's Ziegler at the other end. Off the glass and in. 9-point lead, Lutheran East. Defense to offense, 60-51. Norwayne back into the front court. Metzger. Metzger between the circles. And now Priatle, left wing, just beyond the free throw line. Hess looking in to Arnold. Not there. Back to Priatle. He'll drive, dish baseline Arnold, bring it into the lane. And now out on the wing, Priatle drives, dishes, and now back to Hess. Step back 3 off the mark. Weak side rebound Metzger. Metzger looking, nothing there. To Priatle. Priatle, Metzger fires a 3 and connects. Big 3 for Metzger. Norwayne back within 6, but now a minute 50 in the game. That possession took over a minute off the clock. And a turnover. Lutheran East as the pass near sideline goes through Hill's hands.
Yeah, they're handling the ball like a bunch of freshmen and sophomores at times out there, hence the 19 turnovers for Lutheran East.
Remember, Norwayne led 50-49 with 4:30 to go in the ball game. Since that time, 11-4 run for Lutheran East. It's a 6-point Lutheran East lead as Metzger into the front court to Priatel, right elbow. He'll step back and now pass to Metzger. Top of the key, we're down to 1:30 to go. Metzger, right of the lane, spins into it, and now into the corner, Priatel. Back to Metzger, to West. Left wing three, back of the iron, no. But an offensive rebound, Norwayne kept alive. Hess on the ground, and we're going to get a timeout, Norwayne, to save the possession. Well, that offensive possession was drawn up to get West around a screen for a three. Had a good look, couldn't get it to go, and it remains a 6-point Lutheran East lead. Minute 17 left, 60-54. The foul situation, Lutheran East is over the limit, so Norwayne shooting the rest of the way. Norwayne with 2 fouls, and down 6 might start wanting to foul.
Yes, for sure.
So you don't get into a situation where it's too late to do any good. Timeouts, Norwayne with 2, and 1 left for Lutheran East. Lutheran East, we mentioned, 21-4. Losses on the year to Warrensville Heights, Garfield Heights, a team out of Huntington, West Virginia, and St. Ignatius. Norwayne just 2 losses on the year. And out of the timeout, trying to do something that no one thought possible, and that's pull off the upset of Lutheran East. Lutheran East beat them in the regional finals by 19 back in 2021. That was a 74-55 game. A year later in the semis, Lutheran East topped Norwayne 58-45.
They got to run West off some picks here to try to get him open. He's the one that can knock him down from the outside. If he's not open, look for Hess.
Inbound pass goes into the corner. Priatel now right wing with it. Metzger to Hess. West going to fire up a three, no good. Hess rebound, stick back up and in. We near a minute, 60-56, Norwayne back within 4. Under a minute to play here in the ball game. Lutheran East with a basketball in the front court. Ziegler trapped in the corner, needs help, and we're going to get a timeout, Lutheran East.
That's big because that's their last timeout. They cannot do another timeout or it's a technical foul. So that is a big thing for Norwayne if they can pressure.
54.3 seconds left. 60-56, Lutheran East, and we're back in 30 seconds.
For over 40 years, Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine has provided trusted and innovative care to our community. We specialize in spine surgery, joint replacement, MRI, X-ray, physical therapy, sports injury rehabilitation, and more. Ready to serve you from 3 convenient locations, our staff is committed to providing individualized care so that each patient enjoys optimal results. Worcester Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, a tradition of innovative care that's close to home.
So back here for the final 54 seconds of this Division V regional semifinal. 60-56, Lutheran East the lead and the basketball.
They're 4 for 6 from the line as a team right now.
As Pete alluded to a moment ago, that was Lutheran East final timeout. Norwayne still with 2. Foul situation, Lutheran East over the limit. Norwayne still with 2 to give before they put Lutheran East at the line. Jenkins will inbound far corner, left sideline. Gets it into Chris Hill, and now center circle Harrison to Ziegler. And maybe a little keep away here. And now Norwayne fouls as Hill split the 2 defenders, Metzger and Hess. They'll tag Metzger with a foul, his first of the night. And 47.4 seconds now on the clock.
They got to do that 2 more times to put them to the line. 47 seconds is a long time.
4-point lead, Lutheran East, and the inbound goes deep into the backcourt. Here's Harrison. Got shoved by Metzger, trying to draw the foul, didn't get the call. But now we get a whistle and a foul on Norwayne. with 42 seconds left. They'll tag Braylon Arnold with his second, and that's the fourth against Norwayne. So the next one, which I assume will come very quickly after the inbound pass, will put Lutheran East at the line. But again, inbound pass deep into the backcourt. They're just going to try to play keep away and tick as many seconds off the clock as they can. Here's Hill in the front court now. Through the defense, trying to foul is Norwayne. And they finally do in the key, I believe, Preattle. But now 31.7 seconds left. Those three fouls that Norwayne had to commit took 23 seconds off the clock. So now just 31 seconds left, as at the line is Hill, and he missed.
He's 2 for 2 for that.
So it remains a 4-point lead, Lutheran East, 60-56. Hill tonight has played well. He's got 12. Make it 13. So he split the pair. Here comes Norwayne down 5. Don't have to have a three, but it'd be nice. Here's Hess. Splits the defense, goes all the way to the basket, and he's going to get called with the charge. Went too deep, and credit Hill, the defender, stood his ground. Turnover Norwayne now with 24.1 left in the ball game.
Yeah, they got a foul immediately.
And if that goes the other way, it's a completely different ball game. As it is, Lutheran East basketball, and Norwayne immediately fouls on the inbound and will walk down to the other end where DJ Jenkins will be lined right. 22.1 seconds to go in the game. 61-56. Lutheran East on top. We mentioned with 4:30 to go in the game, Norwayne led 50-49. Since that time, though, a 12-6 Lutheran East advantage, including a 7-0 run. First free throw, Jenkins rims out. So still life.
That's big because it keeps it a 2-possession. Even if he makes this one, it's still a 2-possession. He made them both. That was basically going to be over. Now there's a pulse.
So no one on the line for Lutheran East. They're all back. So the Norwayne defenders will grab the board if it's missed. Free throws up and it's out. Preattle the rebound quickly to Metzger. Up the near sideline, under 20 seconds to play. Metzger wants to go all the way to the basket, and he missed the layup. Contested by Jenkins, out of bounds on Norwayne, and over to Lutheran East with 12.8 seconds to play, and that might do it.
Yeah, that one hurt really, really bad. Had a wide open lane.
So Lutheran East will inbound. Baseball pass into the front court to Harrison, lays it up and is fouled in the process by Preattle, and that'll do it. Harrison puts the lead up to 7 and will go to the line for the three-point play.
Yeah, not a good time to fall asleep, and Preattle did. He looked away from his man, he just took off.
Well, credit Norwayne, down 5. They didn't settle for threes. Their last 2 times down the floor, they got good looks. Hess went down low in the lane, but drew the charge. Wanted the block, didn't get it. And then this last time, Metzger, like a freight train, went around and through the lane, had a good look, contested from behind by Jenkins, but unable to get it. And then Lutheran East, the baseball pass into the front court and the three-point play as Harrison hits the free throw. Under 10 seconds to play. Here's Arnold, top of the key, 3, short air ball, rebound Lutheran East, and that's going to be the ball game. So Norwayne gave Lutheran East everything it could handle and then some, but in the end, the defending state champions are moving on to advance into Saturday's regional final. Final score tonight, 64-56. Lutheran East a winner, as the state champs improved to 22-4, and Norwayne's season, and what a remarkable one it was, comes to an end at 23-3. We mentioned talking with Coach Brian West prior to the game. He felt like this team matched up pretty well with Lutheran East and that they wanted to be aggressive. Felt the last 2 times they played in the regional, Norwayne not aggressive enough. And tonight they were aggressive on offense, aggressive on defense. And they gave Lutheran East everything they could handle, but in the end it's a 64-56 Lutheran East victory. Norwayne out of the gate tonight. Opened up the game, hitting the first 8 points. At one point, they led 11-2. It was 14-10 Norwayne at the end of one, but Lutheran East outscored Norwayne 23-8 in the second quarter, and you kind of thought, uh-oh, here we go, as Norwayne took, or I should say Lutheran East, took an 11-point lead into the half, leading 33-22. But Norwayne came out of the locker room like they did in that first quarter, attacking, and outscored Lutheran East 20-11 in the third quarter and tied it at 42. Lutheran East got a bucket in the final 10 seconds of the third to take a 2-point lead into the fourth. It was 44-42 Lutheran East after three. And as I mentioned, with 4.5 minutes to go in the game, Norwayne got a lead, led by one at 50-49. But over the next minute, 60 seconds, it was a 7-0 run by Lutheran East, and with 3:34 to go, they led 56-50. Norwayne, a valiant effort, but in the end, Lutheran East pulled away, and it's an 8-point win tonight, 64-56. Lutheran East advancing. Norwayne, another great season under Brian West, comes to an end tonight here at the Fieldhouse. And Pete's got to look at our final numbers.
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, Norwayne can walk out of here with their head held high. That is for sure. They went 17 of 48 from their action shots, 35%. 4 of 16 from behind the arc, that's 25% for Lutheran East. They shot well inside the arc, 26 of 44, 59%. 4 of 13 from behind the arc, 31%. And 8 of 13 from the foul line, 62%. Norwayne, 13 of 16, 81%. That helped keep them in the game. Rebounding, the Bobcats had 22 rebounds, 24 for Lutheran East, and 20 turnovers for Norwayne, 19 for Lutheran East. Norwayne in the loss had 3 guys in double figures. They were led by Tyson Hess. Picked a great time to have his best game of the year. 23.6 rebound effort for the Norwayne leader. Braden West as well had a nice game. 15 points, but he did not score in the fourth quarter. And also 11 points, 7 rebounds, and a lot of assists for Parker Metzger. 5 points, 5 rebounds for Braden Larold. And that is the Norwayne 56-point total for Lutheran East. Very balanced scoring. 4 guys in double figures, led by TJ Crumble, who had 14 of his 18 points in that first half. And also in double figures, 3 other guys with 13. Dylan Ziegler, the freshman, with 13.7 rebounds. 8 rebounds by TJ Crumble, by the way. Chris Hall, a sophomore, 13 points. And also Tyrone Harrison, yet another sophomore, with 13 points. And Jaden Nellensby with 5 points and 2 points for Devontae Perkins rounds out the point total for Lutheran East. And Lutheran East moves on to face the winner of this next game.
Well, only thing left to do, pick our Illusion Screen Printing Player of the Game. Illusion Screen Printing offers made-to-order gifts for $1 or $1,000. They have fast turnaround to serve any school, business, or church group. Find out more at illusionscreenprinting.com. Well, it's going to go to Tyson Hess, the 6'1 senior, in his final game for Norwayne. Pete just gave the stats, 23 points, 6 boards. He was outstanding tonight, and he helped keep his team in a ball game that I don't think anybody thought Norwayne would be leading in the fourth quarter. Well, they almost pulled off the big upset tonight against the defending state champs. In the end, Pete, what a great year for Norwayne again. I don't know, regardless of division, that you'd find a tougher regional in the state. You've got 2 defending state champions, along with Norwayne and Canton Central Catholic, 2 outstanding programs. And Norwayne showed they belong here tonight. They gave Lutheran East everything they could handle
Absolutely.
and more.
They had to waste
and
a
in
lot
the
of
end,
energy.
had an opportunity, but it just wasn't meant to be.
You know, Richmond Heights pretty happy that Lutheran East had to put out that much energy to get by Norwayne. And really, I'll tell you what, it came down to this tonight. When Lutheran East made that run to get their 7-point lead with 3:36 to go, Norwayne had it cut back to 4 and had 2 straight possessions where Braden West had wide open looks for 3-pointers. Had one of those fallen and it cut it to 1, who knows what would have happened.
Well, you never know. In the end, Norwayne's season comes to an end. Lutheran East moves on. 64-56 the final in this boys Division V regional semi. And then there were 2.
Indeed.
We've got 1 local boys team remaining in the tournament, 1 local girls team, and we'll have them for you Friday night, Saturday afternoon, right here on 102.9 FM, AM 960, and streaming on YouTube as well. Friday night, Division VI boys. Dalton will play for a state Final Four berth, try to win their 3rd regional title in school history. You got to go back to 95 and 96 when they went to state back-to-back. So Dalton and Kirtland, Friday night, 7 o'clock, here at the Fieldhouse in Canton. Pete and Mike will have the call for that one. They'll also be on the microphones Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock for Mansfield Senior, as the Norwayne girls team will play in the state semifinals against Columbus Afrocentric. Thanks to Jonathan Schilling and Trey Kennedy for their work on YouTube tonight. For Dale Mosier back in the studios, everything he does, and from my partner Pete Norman, I'm Ron Hamilton. Final score, final time tonight. Regional semifinal in D5 here in Canton goes to Lutheran East, knocking off Norwayne 64-56. Enjoy the rest of your evening.